Hello. Yesterday we saw some programs. Now today again we are going to talk about some programs related to JS and using some DOM models. Let's see one by one, from very simple example to the advanced ones. Let's see few programs using getElementById. So in this program, what we are going to do, we are going to write a program in which the program will show how many times we have clicked a button. So first of all, we'll create a button, and after that our program would say there how many times we click that. Okay, so let's start one by one. First we need to save the file using .html. We need to create first that button. Obviously when we click it, then an event we have to generate. So what is that? On click, let's give a name of function. I'm giving you total clicks and how many times we are clicking this one. We'll display that in the paragraph. Let's put the expand tag here. Let's give its ID. Using this we'll display the result over here. ID is there. Let's keep there count. Okay, this much. And after that, what we need here, okay, so everything looks fine here. Now we need to go for the JS script. Let's press enter, and after that script. So this type, it is optional. If you put, it's fine. If you don't put, it's okay. Let's take it down here. Now what we need there, first of all we need to create the function yes or no. What is the name of function? Total clicks. Okay, now inside the function what happens? Obviously as we start clicking, then what happens? The value it has to increase. For that we need a variable. Let's copy the variable where just I am putting the c equals to 0, and inside this total click. Inside the total click, what happens there? We have to increase the value of c by 1. Yes, it increases the value by 1, and as it increases the value, then what happens? We need to display this value where? Inside this span id. Yes or no? It increases the value and we have to display that increased value here. So how? Obviously we have to use the getElementById. So it's very simple concept. Let's go for it. Document dot get what is the id where we want to display? Here is the id count. Let's put the count here. Count dot, it's not a value, so what we need there? We have to put the text. So either we can use inner HTML or inner text. Inner text equals to, so from where we will get the value? From here variable c, so we have to put simply c, semicolon. So anything else we need to put? So nothing more there. Let's save it. Okay, now let's go for the output. Let's click the button and let's see what is going to happen. See here, click times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's very simple program. Anyways, what we have done there, just we have created a button, and just actually total number of click times we are going to display inside the paragraph using this span, and we have also assigned its id, that is count. So we can also do one thing there. We can assign this id to this p, and we can display this total count inside this p tag. So that also can be done. Nothing more there. Now let's go for the next program here. So in next program what happens there, we'll input two numbers, and as you click the button, then it finds the sum of two numbers. Okay, inside the next id, that will be p. Let's go for the next program. Here also we'll be using getElementById. So I'm going to close it. Let's create a new file. again HTML. Let's give the title. First, what we need there, we have to create the boxes. Let's cover the boxes. We are getting form here. After that, input type text. Obviously, we have to assign this ID. Using this, we'll access its value. So ID equals to, let's give number 1. Let's give here placeholder enter first number. Let's put here BR. Okay, let's do copy and paste this part. Enter second number. Now ID we need to change it to, so placeholder we have to change the display text. Second number. Okay, that much. Now what do we need there? We need a button. So let's copy the button. Let's put the button outside. Click to find the sum. Now clicking the button means we are going to generate an event. For that we have to use onClick. So what is the function we want to use there to find the sum of numbers? Let's give one function here. Sum numbers. Okay, semicolon. As we click this, then way to display sum of these all the numbers. For that we are going to use the paragraph P. Okay, here, and let's put here span. Let's give its ID here, ID result. Okay, that much only there. So first step, what we have done there, we have created the form using the text boxes. Using this we'll be entering data. Next is we have also assigned their ID, like ID N1 and N2. Yes, and next is we have also created a button, and here we have used onClick event, and when you click it, then which function to call, that is sum numbers. We have used one function, and same function we will be using JS, and here is way to display the output. We may use the span ID, or we may use the only P with the ID. Now let's cover the JS. If you have any questions, you can ask me there. Okay, now let's go over the JS. First, what we need there, we have to create the function. Yes or no? Let's go for the function. What is the name of function? Some numbers. Okay, we have given the some numbers. Fine. Now first of all, what happens, using getElementById DOM, we access the value this one and this one. Yes, we store in particular variable, and after that we go for sum, and that sum will display in this id using again getElementById method. So how? Let's go for it. Bad. It became newer. Number 1 equals to. So what is the function of parsing? Parsing float means the number we are inputting in this text box, default actually they are a string, so we need to convert that into a number. For that we may use parseInt or parse float. Let's use parse float here, and here document dot get element by id. So what is the id? First is n1, so n1 dot value. Okay, next let's do copy and paste here. Okay, we have finished the getting the value. Now what we need there, we have to go for the sum. Yes or no? Let's declare another variable to store the sum here. So sum, now here sum equals to number 1 plus number 2 semicolon. Now where the output is being stored, that is sum variable. Now what we need there, we have to supply this sum to where? This id equals to result. So how to supply that? Again we need to use document.getElementById. So what am I doing? I am just copying this part. Okay, what is the id of each span? That is result. Let's put result here. Now we are not accessing the value, we are putting the text. Inner we can use the text equals to sum. That's all, nothing more we have to do there. Now let's save it. If any bug comes, we'll find them and we'll go for the re-execution. Look here, we have got 35. Yes or no? Yes. 34. 57. Yes or no? 56. 1 2 3. Find the sum. 179. Now we are getting double quote here, so there might be typo error. So here is typo error. Okay, this was for today. So this was about this one program. Now look here, let's give a number. Let's click this button. Sum is 579. So in very simple way we can run the output, and it's very simple program using getElementById. Similarly we can also go for the difference. Similarly we can also go for the product multiplication as well as the division. So if you have any questions you can ask me in the chat box, maybe on TikTok or maybe on the YouTube. So I want no questions here. Okay, now let's cover the next program. We can do one thing more there. If we want to find the difference, then what we can do, we can use different ID here. Yes, let's go for it. What we can do, we can do copy and paste this part. Now sum is, we have to write what difference is. Let's put result sum. Let's put a result difference. Now what we need here, simply what we can do, we can copy this part, yes or no, and here result difference we have to put, and here we have to put here number 1 minus number 2, number 1 minus number 2. So that's all, nothing more we have to do here. Let's save it. Let's refresh the page. Okay, sum is differences, so no output there. First let's give a number here, 4 5 6 1 2 3. Let's click the button. So sum is 579 and the difference is 333. So is not it very simple? It's very simple. Okay. Okay, now let's go for the next program. Next program is also quite simple. Here also we'll be using getElementById. So let's go for it. Let's create a new file here. Let's save it first. First we have to use the boilerplate of HTML. Let's go for it. Okay, what we need there to input the data, that is we need first text box. Yes or no? Yes. So let's go for it. Let's create a form first here. Let's give this ID. What ID should we give here? Let's give my test. Okay, let's put placeholder as well. Enter a text, find there. Yes or no? After that, what we need there? We need a button, or we can also use the type submit. We are going to use a button. Let's put the button here. Button, and let's give here change into uppercase. Okay, obviously we need an event here. Let's give on click event, which is very popular. So when we click, what would happen there? We have to call the function. So what is the name of function we want to assign? Let's give a name of function there. Convert into uppercase. So it's a lengthy name. I'm just assigning it. Okay, this much. So everything we have done. Then that was a first phase of this programming. Means we created a text box. Yes. Then we created a button using this on click event, and we also used a function. That's all. Now what is left? Left is there where to display the result. Yes, we also need that. Let's use the paragraph. We can also create ID of the class. It don't matter there. And gradually we'll also be doing the programs related to the class and loops as well. Today let's create a paragraph first here. Nothing we have to display here. Let's give simply ID here equals to let's give ID here result. Okay, that much. Now the time for the JS code. Let's put JS code here. It is optional, so going to remove this part. Yes. Now in this, first of all, what happens? we need to access the value. We are going to input using this text box, that is using id. Yes or no? Yes. Let's create and for that we also need a function, and the name of function is a convert into uppercase. Yes or no? So first we need to create a function convert into okay. After that, first we have to get the data. I am putting txt, so txt equals to, so you might have in your mind what is this? It is a variable declaration, and for that we use var. Okay, document dot get getElementById. So what is the name of id? From where we'll get the data? That is my test. Let's put the my test here. My test dot, obviously we are going to get the value, so we have to apply the property value here. Okay, yes, means next step we have crossed, that is getting the value from the text box. Yes or no? Yes. Now what is the next step? Next step is that we need to convert this, yes, the data we have access from this id, this into uppercase, and that data or the output we have to store in this id. Yes or no? So again what we need here, document dot get element by id. So in its id we want to store the result, this paragraph, so we have to put here result. Obviously it is inner text equals to, now to convert into uppercase, nothing we have to do there, simply there is a method that is called to upper case, we have to apply that. And what is the variable name where the data is stored? Txt. So first we put txt, then we put dot, and we have to remember the method that is applied to convert into uppercase, that is to case. So this is the function we apply, so that much, nothing more we have to do. Let's save it. Let's see the output. If any bug comes, we'll see that. This is small case, lowercase, better to write there. Okay, so we enter there. Now change into uppercase, we need to press it. Let's press it. Okay, here this is lowercase and this is uppercase. Yes or no? Look here, so easily it converts there, nothing more, just we have to get the data and we have to apply and we have to store somewhere. So do you have any confusions? Let me know. So in very simple way we can write a program, nothing more we have to do here. So any questions, you are welcome here to ask me. You may ask the chat TikTok, or you may ask that chat box of YouTube. Okay, no questions I found there now. So this was for today, and tomorrow again we will be discussing some more programs related to this one. Tomorrow again you can join me 3 o'clock, and we'll go for live 30 to 40 minutes there. Okay, thank you. If you like this video, then subscribe me, follow me. You can follow me Facebook, TikTok, or the I said that YouTube, etc. Thank you. Take care.